If you say my style, I play guard, I do top game, I do takedowns. I'm to be honest, I feel comfortable in any scenario when related to board or top game or either takedowns. But I do like takedowns a lot, to be honest, because the jiu-jitsu that I've been learned my entire life, it's first as a martial arts, second as a sport.
This is Gardy with Clear Life Media, Clear Life Combat. I have a guest that's zooming in. We're going to get him introduced, find out everything that he has going on, including an event that's taking place this weekend that you need to know about. Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be part of your podcast.
Yeah, so if someone hasn't met you before, what's your name? And
My
then
name,
what's happening this weekend?
yeah, so my name is Rafael Lang. I'm a founder of Real Jiu-Jitsu Lifestyle here in Dallas, in Lakewood area. I'm excited for the weekend. Look like you're gonna have one more great event. If I'm not wrong, it's the number 9090. So it's close to 100. And I've been part of the Submission Hunter since 2019, if I'm not wrong. So I've been seeing how much they've been growing and how professional they've been since the beginning. And I'm very excited for be part of one more time in this amazing event who's keep growing and supporting your sport.
Yeah, so let's find out some information about you. When did you start training and where are you from?
I'm originally from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the Mecca from Jiu-Jitsu, right? From especially in the back in the day. And I started Jiu-Jitsu in 1994. I started actually in Judo, 4 years old, in an after-school program, and 9 years old. I make this transition to Jiu-Jitsu, especially after see Royce Grace in the UFC in 1993. So that was really dragged me into the sport. I grew up in Rio de Janeiro, could be a tough environment sometimes in school, wherever you go. So make sure you can build self-confidence to stand for yourself is something that's you need to learn really quick. So jiu-jitsu was the main tool for me to do that.
What was it like being, young and a kid in that age whenever the UFC came on the scene and seeing Royce Gracie just dominate? What was the feeling like and the memories that you have?
I think for me, for a lot of people, was for me especially because I grew up in Rio, seeing jiu-jitsu succeed in a real combat, it wasn't not much of a surprise because we could see this going on in where we live for a long time. I think, but it was good to see in an international scene when you get so much high level other practice areas in wrestling, Muay Thai, Sumo, was so many different martial arts going on. And I kind of answer a lot of questions for a lot of people who always wonder if. So I think that's what happened, especially you seeing Royce not being the top one of the family back in the day, not being the most athletic one, being younger, and display what he did against so many tough opponents. So that was like a lights for us, like bring up the lights up and see like, man, this really worth to invest your time. So yeah, that's one thing that's really dragged me in back in the day. But what really kept me in the sport, to be honest, was not much of that. What really kept me was the community, was the friendships that you build on the way, was the lifestyle. Grew up in Rio de Janeiro, which is a surf town. So we hike, we surf, we do jiu-jitsu, we eat açaí, or probably that's famous all around the world, right? So the lifestyle was really what kept me in the sport, to be honest. But what dragged me in was first the idea to build confidence, know how to defend myself.
Yeah. At what point did you come here to the United States, and was it that Dallas area originally?
Yeah, so I've been traveling for teaching seminars all my life since I got my black belt in 2006, back 2006. But what really made me move was after my son born. Rio de Janeiro was just becoming more and more a little bit violent, and the economy was getting a crash after some scandals of corruption. And we have an incident in the school, try to pick it up. My stepson at the time in school was a gunshot. So we had this conversation, me and my ex-wife back in the day, and we decided to try to raise them better in a better opportunities. And I have my coach Otávio Couto, right? He passed 2 years ago, but he was just like a father to me many times, a good friend. And in Dallas and moving to Italy. And I was on my way to Michigan and some other states to teach seminars. I said, hey, stop by here and see if you like it. But maybe be a good opportunity for you to raise your kid here and have a good life. And that was back in 2016. So that's when I first came to Dallas. I did some seminars here and I started to make some connections. And I ended up moving in 2018. end of 17, beginning of 18, that's when I moved to Dallas. And I don't regret. I have great friends here, nice community. My family get a great time here. So happy place, have good place to live. A little far from the beach, but we can always
Yeah, I was gonna say I know you're talking about Rio and the beaches, surf town and stuff.
yeah.
Dallas is a great city. You're still in Texas, but we're down. Clear Life is down here in that Houston area, and there is beaches. It's not the best beaches, but at least we
That
have
is fun,
some
right?
water.
It's like, yeah, I got what I do sometimes. I don't know if you heard about the Waco surf pool that they
Okay.
have. So sometimes I drive there and make me feel like I'm in a beach. I surf a little bit, but they have some good waves on the surf pool. So I do this sometimes eventually. Some of our friends do that.
Hmm.
So it makes me feel like home a little bit. Then I refresh my mind and I go back to my routine. So
Yeah.
it's helpful. I understand your beach in Houston is probably good for the same for you, right?
Yeah. So Submission Hunter 99, you're going to compete. You're on the card. What do you know about your opponent, and who are you competing against?
Man, I don't know him really well, being very honest, but I heard great things about him. I respected him. I heard that he's been competing for a long time. He's a little bit younger than me. I think he just moved to Master One division. I'm moving to Master Three right now. I got some gray hair you can see under my head. But it will be fun. A great good things about him, that he's a good guy. I heard that he got his black belt from Pichininga, Sergio Pichininga. And me and Pichininga, we have competed before. Great guy, amazing competitor, also instructor. So I believe he's legit. And I'm excited. I'm excited to test myself one more time, to have the opportunity to be in this nice stage. Submission Hunter always been very professional, good rule sets, well organized. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have my students doing that too. We have probably from Rio Jiu-Jitsu Lifestyle, we have probably 5 of us coming to that day. So I believe it'll be a great day.
Yeah.
Be fun.
Is it, how exciting is it to have a team like that? And you got multiple people getting ready for this big event that's going to be taking place in your city. What does that
Yeah.
feel like to come and prepare for an event like that together?
Well, my entire life, especially when I was young age, trying to be a professional fighter was always about myself, of course, about my team as well, but we need to take care of ourselves, our future, right? But now, most of the time that I spend on the mat is related to give something to people, to be in service. So it's a different kind of win, right? So back in the day, I win my medal. I will win to represent myself, to represent my coach and give something back, deliver back to my coach and my teammates. Now it's more like I want seeing my students succeed for me is the biggest victory. And if I can get out of my victory too, that will be a double goal for me. So it'll be great.
Mm,
A great feeling.
that's awesome. I think at different stages of life, success looks different, right? Because in the beginning,
Yeah.
maybe it's like, man, I want to win. I want to be the champ. You achieve some of those things or whatever. But then success can change, and just seeing, yeah, the team grow. I don't know if that's just like a maturity thing or I think it's just a stage of life thing, right?
It's exactly what you say. It's a different stage of life, right? On my 20s, it was about me a lot. Like, of course, about my team, my coach, but a lot about me to try to focus on my career. Now I want to make sure that I can contribute or give something back to the years I've been doing that to help someone to build their lives, to have a better life, to have a better future. So that's one of my goals at Rio, right? Is try to make sure I give something back and help people to have a better life, like someone helped me back in the day, right? My both coaches are Vinicius Campelo, a quarter belt. He was a student from Rickson Grace. The other one is Otávio from Jacaré, Romero Cavalcante. And they both did a great job raising me on the mats with like good ethics, like being competitive, like good attitude, like good technique. So I want to just make sure I can share and reproduce what they have done with me with a little bit of compliment with my own experience and try to help people to succeed like I did. So that's my main goal nowadays.
You talked about competing, I think you said since 2019 for Submission Hunter Pro, right?
Yeah.
Um, you mentioned the growth, but what's it like even communicating with them, or what is the experience like in the event? Why should somebody want to come? Is it entertainment for the family friendly?
I think it's very entertainment. Like the idea, the way they organize it, like you can bring your friends, you can bring your family, a family environment. People sit down on tables, they cheer in and root for you in a good energy, like a positive energy cheering. Like of course, everybody has his favorite, someone they're cheering for, but it's very respectful. It's a good environment. They organized really well. Eric always did a great job, like matching the right fighters and being very communicative with the fighters and being very clear about the expectations from both sides. So I never had nothing to complain. Like since I first stepped on that stage, it was always good experience. I'm never lost in Submission Hunter, and I'll try to keep this record for one more time. So since 19, I've been tapping all my opponents, which is the goal of the event. So every time I go on the stage, I try not just to win, but deliver what the event asks for us with Submission Hunter. Right. So I always try to put something that I can bring out submissions, which is the goal of the event. So I try to always do my best as a competitor to deliver what the event expects from us. Also, the spectators, right? And I believe not just me. I could see the card. There's a lot of good fighters on that. There's a lot of good competitors. I believe it will be a great event. And I'm looking forward for the 100 one, right? I hope I can be part of this one because I've been there for so many years participating. I want to be on the 100 one for sure and be part of this big conquer from the event, you know?
Yeah, that is exciting. Submission
Yeah.
Hunter 100. I mean, the time just goes by, and I've seen that as I've gotten older. But and you touched on this already, but I want to ask a little bit. You know, what are the goals that you have, even in your jiu-jitsu career for the gym and all that stuff? I know success looks different, but what are those goals that you have at this point going forward?
Well, so my goals, I'm not putting much goals as a competitor, as I just told you. My goal is to grow up the school, share jiu-jitsu with more people as possible. I believe jiu-jitsu is a great lifestyle, so I want to make sure everybody can have access to that. I'm doing jiu-jitsu for 30 years, and I've been seeing how much this helps people to develop their personal lives, right? I believe competition is amazing. It builds character and bring a lot of benefits, but there's so many more from jiu-jitsu. So my goal is make people understand there's new wave that coming from jiu-jitsu that's bring lifestyle, community, right? Like friendship, it is strengthening your mindset. It make you wellness in general. So you go to my gym, for example, it's not just mats, we have cold plunge, we have sauna, we have a hangout area with a couch, a coffee place. So you can sit down after practice, you can hang out with your friends. We have a chess board, we play chess after practice or before. The kids do the same. So I see jiu-jitsu as a big tool for improvement in life. So my goal is to try to spread this culture more as I can without lose the efficient of jiu-jitsu,
Right.
right? That's a responsibility. I think as a black belt, we all care is make sure we keep jiu-jitsu real, efficient, and keep working in a situation like for self-protection that you need. So you're gonna have the main tool, self-protection, but with all these other benefits that coming together. So just trying to add more to the community.
How would you describe your style whenever it comes to jiu-jitsu?
Uh, I would say to say my style, I play guard, I do top game, I do takedowns. I'm to be honest, I feel comfortable in any scenario when related to board or top game or either takedowns. But I do like takedowns a lot, to be honest, because the jiu-jitsu that I've been learned my entire life, it's first as a martial arts, second as a sport, right? That's how I was raised on the mat. Jiu-jitsu for yourself is a martial art. You gotta keep it real. So in terms of self-protection or self-defense on the streets, you want to be on top. Doesn't matter how good is your guard, right? You don't want to be the bottom guy. So takedown is something that I put a lot of effort to develop so I can protect myself, right? Be on top is a main thing. But of course, since I'm doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a lot of guard being on the game. But I also have a motorcycle crash that changed that a lot for me. I have a plate on my back, I have hooks on my shoulders. I broke my hip in a motorcycle crash. So back in the day, I believe before 2010, 11, you see me on my adult division doing a lot of car games. After my motorcycle crash that I broke my back, I had to put a plate. I invest a lot of top games just to preserve my back and my body. So I end up like putting effort in both bottom top. So I'm pretty confident in everything, to be honest. Let's see what's come out from this.
Yes. Can you
Yeah.
remind everybody what's going on this weekend, and then give them an invitation and let them know why should they watch Submission Hunter 99, you and your team?
Yeah, so this weekend will be great. I hope everybody can make it. It will be UFC Fight Pass, right? So on Saturday, we're gonna have some friends coming, the team's coming, we all supporting, we got tables, we're gonna have fun. So this Friday is my brother-in-law birthday, so I just wanna wish him a happy birthday here right now. We're gonna have a nice dinner. and I hope to rest a little bit. I'll be probably teaching my kids class in the morning on Saturday before the event because I love being around the kids. It's a good energy. But right after, we all go to the event and we're gonna have fun the whole Saturday. And I hope maybe celebrate with some drinks, right? After the event. That's the goal.
Awesome. Thank you so much for making time today. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Yeah, man, I truly appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate my team, Real Jiu-Jitsu Lifestyle, my friends, everybody who's been supporting, my family. Thank you very much. And thank you, the event, for including me on the card one more time. It's an honor to be part of this raise and growing from the event. It's an honor to be all these years going with you guys. Thanks so much.
All right. All right. We'll see you soon. And then we'll be out there at the event on Saturday as well. So
All right.
we'll talk to
Thanks
you
so
then, okay?
much, man. I appreciate it. That was a nice talk.
Yes. This is Gardy with Crew Life Media, Crew Life Combat. Y'all be blessed.